What up, everyone? Welcome to the Anime Kingdom discussion and review. This one is an episode 8 of Absolute Duel, and usually, a lot of my reviews, I'm like, where's the action? Where's the action? And of course, that's not the only thing I like, but a lot of times, I like some good action, and this episode didn't have any of it, but I still loved it. It was still a really good episode in the fact that, oh my gosh, this was fan service paradise. It was full on fan service like throughout the whole episode pretty much. Like from the straight off the bat at the beginning with Lilith and Julie in bed with Toru, like completely naked. Now we've seen this happen with, not fully naked, but Julie's always in bed. Julia's always in bed with him, but this time we got Lilith. He's got his face in Lilith's tits with his hand between Julia's legs, and he's like later on he's like, how can my morning be like this? I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the dream, dude, the dream. But all these animes, the main character is always just like, pretty much, nope, why, ew, what, he's always, yeah, pretty much. Not all of them, I gotta say. There are a few exceptions, but yeah, really, what the heck. And of course, there was the classic Tomoe finding them, and she's like, how indecent, or something like that, like full on just taking it over the edge. And then later on, apologizing and like, what the heck kind of thing going on. But overall, this episode was a day where they got to relax. They did some like training. That one day was training, and even had a moment where they were all like swimming in white shirts and come out see-through, and he's like, oh, and I'm just like, what the heck. He's like, oh, sorry. But pretty much this the day after, it's just full day. They have fun at the beach. Miyabi is really, she's finally confessed to herself that she loves, in the last episode, she loves him pretty much, she loves Toru. But the fact is, like, she has so much competition. We got to see everyone in bathing suits, including the teacher, and it was so funny, like, when she's like, oh, why don't you come, how's my outfit? And he's like, oh, it looks good. You look really good in your bitch suit, or something like that. I was like, what the heck? And she's like, trying to like strangle him, and it was so funny. But overall, like, this episode was mainly like Miyabi trying to like get his attention, get his, she likes him, loves him pretty much. And we get a little bit of everything throughout at the beach with everyone. Imari finds out that she finds out that Miyabi has feelings for Toru. And when they're at the hot spring, it was pretty funny because Toru was like, oh my gosh, thinking, because like the teacher was like grabbing Miyabi's boobs, and like he's like, oh, like I would be like that too if I'm on the other side of there and I can't get to that side. All I hear is that stuff going on. I'd just be like, oh my god, boing. I'm just kidding, sorry, but seriously, what the heck. And throughout that part, we had a little bit more fan service going on with all of them, and then Imari ends up kind of classifying everyone with, Lilith being the passionate one. He's got Tomoe, which is kind of like the best friend. I don't understand that one too much. It's not really like his best friend or anything like that. And then the teacher, who knows no bounds, pretty much she'll just do whatever. She doesn't no care. And then there's Julia, who's her duel and probably her biggest competition. To which she says, though, it kind of feels like they're more father and daughter, or, dog or like pet or an owner. And it kind of does, to be honest. Especially, I would say the pet and owner part. And sorry, people who like Julia, but that's what I feel like. I don't really want them together. Like, if it comes to the final where he has to pick one, I still, of course, pick Lilith as my favorite. But Imari tries to help her out a little bit, saying that she did have, maybe she still does. She says right now she only thinks of him as a friend, but she did have feelings when they first met. They just connected, and like that. And pretty much, she, like, maybe if they went to the main school, she says, and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, oh, poor Imari. But later on, Miyabi hurts herself a little bit, like falling down. She's like twists her ankle a little bit, and Mari takes that chance to tell him, "Oh, Toru, why don't you pick him up?" And then drags everyone else away. And Lilith knows what's going on, but she said, everyone deserves a chance. And then they all go away, and we get pretty much a moment with Miyabi and Toru walking, him carrying her, just like before, which he mentions that happened before. And then she finally, gets the courage, and she confesses to him. Full blown says she loves him. And I was just like, oh, wow. I, expected her to try and get closer, but I did not expect a full blown confession. But then again, everyone, Julia's already, confessed pretty much in a way. And Lilith just straight out saying he's gonna be her husband. So yeah, I guess you gotta confess. And she even asks him, if he'll go out with her. To which, at first it seems like he's gonna say yes, but then he remembers like an instant, that memory where someone died, and I guess he was too weak, and it was like like showing her Miyabi, and then going back to the girl kind of thing going on, and he ends up saying no, he can't reciprocate her feelings because he's too weak, he can't do it, and she ends up running away. And I was just like, oh man, as much as Lilith is my favorite, I was just really sad for Miyabi. It took her a lot, to confess. And I feel sorry for Toru because he's got some inner conflict going on, and he can't, if he can't reciprocate her feelings. It was right of him to do that, but oh man, that sucks really badly, and but overall, the other part of the, like, they had in between this parts was the Lilith was with the headmaster, the what's her name? I think her name is Sukiya or something, and pretty much it turns out she is Blaze Diabolica that we heard about before, and there's a whole bunch of things going on in the background that Lilith even knows. Obviously she knows. I think that's why those guys are trying to get her. But yeah, something's gonna go down. Something is going down, and that's pretty much what their conversation was about. And something about she's using herself as a decoy or something like that. And dang, I honestly can't wait to see what, because this was a fan service episode. I'm pretty sure the next episode is going to have more back to, the main story, back to some action, back to like some whatever is happening with the headmaster and, as Blaze Diabolica, and the whole thing where the guys with the suits are going to be attacking something. They're probably going to be attacking the island. I'm not too sure what's going to happen, but pretty crazy stuff. And oh man, a lot of fan service, then a confession, and then a rejection. Oh man, a lot of crazy things going down in this episode. But overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Gotta love that fan service every once in a while, Sometimes they do it too much, but I like fan service. Who doesn't like fan service? Come on. But yeah, overall, good fan service. It was really surprising to see Miyabi confess, and then the rejection. I mean, I didn't expect him, because this is a harem. He can't come. I wouldn't expect him to, pick her already, kind of thing. But I don't know what that, like, I still want to know what his inner conflict, what he's trying to, do, what happened in his past. I want to know what happened in his past. That's pretty much what. And I want to know this whole thing about Blaze Diabolica, what's going on there. But we'll probably figure out that in the next episode. I don't know about the past part, but definitely the part with the bad guys and the suits and stuff. But yep, that's all I gotta say about this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom discussion and review. So I can't wait for the next episode, guys. I seriously cannot. But I'll try and wait. Until next time, guys. See ya.